Today's tip is to master the machines. As we come into the winter months in the northern hemisphere, cold weather, icy streets, and a reduction in daylight hours can force us to take our fitness routines inside. It means using cardio machines like treadmills, spin bikes, and elliptical machines to get our hearts pumping. Most machines in the gym are pretty straightforward to use. You just hop on and press start. However, a little knowledge can go a long way. This episode will help you decide which machine is right for you based on your goals, interest, and any injuries or limitations you have, and will give you some basic tips on how to use it to get the best bang for your workout buck. Now, I've talked about gym equipment in a previous episode, so if you haven't already listened to tip number 57 on gym lingo, etiquette, and equipment, do that after this one. So, the most common cardio machines used in gyms today are the treadmill, elliptical, and the exercise or spin bike. So, I'll focus on those in this episode. Stay tuned for future episodes where I'll talk about the rower, stair climber, and other fun, effective cardio machines. So let's start with the treadmill, as it's probably one of the most straightforward cardio machines to use. It just has a single belt to stand on and a screen of buttons to customize your workout. I personally most often just use the quick start button followed by speed and incline. To begin, step onto the belt facing the screen and clip the emergency cord onto your clothing. It cuts the power if you trip or get too close to the back of the treadmill. Some people find it awkward or embarrassing to use the emergency cord, but you only have to witness one person fall off the treadmill and see their head banging up and down on the still moving belt to understand its value. Press the quick start button, which will start the treadmill at a very slow speed, about half or 1 mile an hour in most cases. If this is your first time, begin walking at this speed, slowly increasing until you're at a moderate, comfortable pace. As you walk, let your arms swing at your sides instead of holding on to the side rails, because holding on will cheat you out of building balance and core control. If you feel like you have to hold on to the rails, it means you're likely going too fast. Slow the speed and stick to that pace until you're more comfortable. You can vary your workouts on the treadmill by changing the speed and moving from a slow to a fast walk, then to a jog and a run. If you don't like to run, you can increase the intensity of your workout by increasing the incline of the treadmill, which just mimics a hill. When you're at the end of your treadmill session, don't just hit the stop button and jump off. Instead, take 3 to 5 minutes to gradually reduce the speed. Then press stop. Remove the emergency cord and step off while you're holding on to the handrails, as your balance might not be at its peak when you're tired and sweaty. Next, let's talk about the elliptical. And actually, the ellipticals are usually situated next to the treadmills in the gym. The elliptical is a great low-impact cardio machine that's easy on the joints. Before you step on, keep in mind that the pedals will instantly start to move. Start by getting a good grip on the handlebars on each side. Then place your feet on the pedals one at a time. Speaking of handlebars, some ellipticals have stationary handlebars so they don't move, and some are dynamic to incorporate upper body movement. If you're new to the elliptical, start with the stationary handlebars so that you can get used to the foot position and rhythm of movement before getting the arms involved. Align your feet with the edges of each pedal to avoid strain on your hips. Proper form means straightening your back, pulling your shoulder blades back and down, and gently bracing your core. Try not to look down unless you're making a quick adjustment. Keep a light hold on the handlebars and a slight bend in the elbows and knees. Start off at a moderate pace. No incline or resistance just yet. Once you get comfortable and you feel more confident, you can challenge yourself by increasing the incline or adding resistance, which just makes it a little harder to move the pedals. You can even mix it up by trying to pedal backwards, engaging the muscles in your thighs and hips. Or you can try putting the majority of effort into working your arms, pushing hard and letting your legs take a supporting role. This will also work your chest, back, and shoulders. When you're done with your workout, gradually reduce the incline, resistance, and speed until you come to a stop. Keep hold of the handlebars as you carefully step onto the ground. And finally, let's talk about the exercise or spin bike. This is another fabulous low-impact cardio machine, but if it's not set up properly to your height and limb length, it can lead to muscle pain and injury. So, first things first, adjust your seat height and handlebars to suit your body. If your saddle is too high, you could lose a lot of leverage, and if it's too low, you could experience knee pain. So stand beside your bike and bring the saddle up till it's parallel with the top of your hip bone. Ideally, when either pedal is at its lowest point, you'll want your leg to be almost but not entirely straight. Just a slight bend in the leg. When that's achieved, you're at the right cycling height for you. You want to avoid pushing your hips forward or straining to reach your legs to reach the pedals. If that's the case, you should lower your seat. Now, as for the handlebars, you'll want your arms to be able to reach out to them comfortably at shoulder level. Adjust them so that you can comfortably hold your chest up, keep your shoulders down, and avoid hunching or rounding your back. Before you hop on, make sure everything is actually tight and securely in place. You want to make sure all those adjustments actually stick. Next, strap your feet in. You will get a much more comfortable and efficient workout by using the straps, or even using customized shoes that clip onto the pedal. When pedaling, start with the ball of your foot and push through to your heel as you press down. Then pull up using the top of your foot. This is where having your feet strapped or clipped in place is helpful. If you're new to the bike, start on a low resistance, one of the lowest number settings on the digital display, but shift it up a gear when it gets too easy. The display should also show the RPM, or revolutions per minute. For a good workout, try to stay between 70 and 90 RPM. If that's too difficult, your resistance is set too high. If you're going over, you need to make it harder by putting the resistance up. As you get comfortable, vary your resistance and speed up and down throughout the workout to keep it interesting and to challenge your muscles and your heart. As with the treadmill and the elliptical, gradually reduce your speed and resistance at the end of your workout before you come to a complete stop. Unstrap or unclip your feet and hold on to the handlebars as you carefully dismount. And there you have it. As I've talked about before, cardiovascular exercise is an essential part of a healthy lifestyle. When you can't or don't want to work out outdoors, indoor cardio equipment is a great option for a safe and effective workout. I hope you can use the tips from this episode to help you feel comfortable and confident to hop on your favorite cardio machine and get your heart pumping. Willpower not required. Thanks so much for listening. I'd love to hear from you, so send me your tips, questions, or feedback. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Fired Up Fitness Coaching, or email me at willpowernotrequired@firedupfitness.ca. Thanks so much. I look forward to connecting with you.